I check anything else? Alright, let me open up the stream chat on my phone. If I can. There we go. Amtrak Fan 19, welcome. Well, I'm not going to drive anything right now. We're going to do some route edits. And I'm going to do this editing while talking to you guys, so. Yeah, so we're back at this route, and I haven't edited this route in a while. So we're just getting back into it. How can I do this? Hello there, General Kenobi! Hey, that Wild SD4H2, how's it going? So yeah, like once again, I'm going to be doing some edits to this route. Like, I think I might extend this siding right here to go all the way over here, probably. Right at this crossing. I'm not sure, though. I'm trying to think about what scenery could go here, what could go there. Because we have this town right here, which I think I gave a name, but I forgot what I named it. Yeah, I did give these towns names, I just forgot what I named that one. Like over here is Smithton. And there's Smithton branch right there. This little community right here. There's a crossing. And way down this way. Going down here. Or shoot, maybe this may be the city of Smithton, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just confusing myself. Whatever. I have that little gazebo right there. That could be like a little rail fanning spot. Willie J. Railfan, how's it going? Of course, that means I'm gonna have to do some work on the signals. Got to swap out what signal will go where. And I'll have to take out these automatics if I did that. Milepost 94.5. And that means I'll have to do some crossing edits as well. We'll see. They have these measuring tools right here because I wanted to measure like the mileage between wherever, just so I can get the milepost correct. 92.3 being right here, for instance. And Dumb Shuck, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just trying to think about how I'm going to do this. I'm going to extend this little siding right here that go all the way over here on this route. I just got to think of how I'm going to do it because I'm going to do some infrastructure changes. Red. And SPCNY88, how's it going? Yeah, I meant to do changes to this crossing too. Just gotta move the trigger back a bit. It's like about there. But of course that means I'm gonna increase this to like 250 on this side and 250 on the other. Maybe 250 is a bit of a stretch, but whatever. Brian Schlip Jr., what's new? Not much. I'm just doing some route edits here. Might do some crossing changes, might do some others. Like here's this little warehouse industry right here. Dixie Fire Productions, how's it going? I should probably change this little thing. Yeah, I'm gonna take out one of those things. That buzzing's annoying. Oh, whatever. SP7661, long time no chat. Let's see. Just lowered this thing a bit so it doesn't look outlandish. Yeah, that looks good. Trees. Yeah. That's basically what half Kentucky is in a nutshell, or southeast Kentucky is in a nutshell, it's just trees. Yeah, because southeast Kentucky is such an isolated location compared to others. We do some general scenery changes. And it might extend the entrance to the yard right here over to down here as well. I'm not so sure. Nerd. The freeloader story, yeah, that was a good one. Mind if I could take that train? I guess. They smell like shit afterwards. I don't know. That line made me laugh. Here's the engine shops. Doors are open for some reason. I'm going to close them back. Slam. Slam. Can we do train trivia? Maybe, if I can think of something. I think I've asked this question before, but for any steam locomotive that's out there existing right now, what's a steam locomotive you would like to see restored into service? Like if any steam locomotive that's currently in preservation right now that's not active, what's a steam locomotive you would like to see return to service? Yoink. Santa Fe 707. Huh, good choice. Not too many Santa Fe steamers out there. UP 3894. 3894. For me, although it might be impossible, but I like to see UP 9000 restored. And I know that's probably going to be impossible because of the wheelbase the 9000 runs on. It'll make it really hard for it to take turns, that some sharp turns that UP has. But it'll still be an interesting locomotive to see on the UP steam fleet. Like imagine it running alongside with 4014 and 3985 and 5511. Central Georgia 509 would be interesting restored to operation. It's one of those UP Challengers. Yeah, but the only two UP Challengers that are still around is 3977 and 3985. 3977 is on display. I forgot where, somewhere in Nebraska, I think. And 3985, of course, is being restored by RHMA. Texas and Pacific 610. Oh, that's a good choice. I like 610. 610 is so underrated. Like, it doesn't get enough appreciation for how it was a temporary locomotive for the American Freedom Train. But yeah, like I said, although it might be impossible, I really like a UP 9000 I would like to see UP 9000 operational because 12-wheeler locomotives are just really intriguing to me, and UP 9000 I believe is the only one that's left that's a 12-wheeler, unless there's probably some in former Soviet locomotives are still around in Russia that might be a 12-wheeler. But although again, like I said, UP 9000 might be impossible to restore because of the turns that UP has. It might be really hard for it to make those turns. ATSF 5000, yeah. Well, honestly, another locomotive I'd like to see come back to service would be probably Savannah Atlanta 750. The little ballerina, as she's known. Yes, Savannah Atlanta 750 would be another cool locomotive to see operational again. Although, if I remember correctly, she was taken out of service because of firebox problems, I believe, that were deemed too expensive to repair. It's not impossible, but it's just not financially feasible. It's what the most cases for most steam locomotive restorations. I'm quite intrigued to see how Union Pacific 5511 will operate once it's steamed up again, because the thing has a massive boiler. I got suspended from school today. Dang, what for? Getting a fight with my bully. Ugh, jeez, I got in trouble for that in school too. One of those UPEMD F7s. I don't think there's any. Well, not that I'm aware of. I don't know where any of the UP F7s went, but there's plenty of F7s out there that are operational. So. Just trying to think here how I'm gonna do this. UP has no plans with the F7s. If you mean the E units, then yeah, they have no plans with the E units right now because they honestly, I kind of forgot what, but that's just all I remember. Eddie Giat win. Good question. 16. 10th time I got suspended. Jeez. Well, here's a question I have for you guys again. What's someone you watched quite a lot when you were younger, like on YouTube? Who is someone you watched a lot growing up on YouTube? Eddie should play Shin Megami Tensei. I never got suspended nor expelled. Well, I never got suspended either, but I almost did. Coaster Fan 2105. Oh yeah, Mike Armstrong. Yeah, I remember watching him quite a few. Used to watch a lot of Dan TDM. Oh yeah, Dan TDM. Jeez, how did I do this curve like this? Dante, Popular MMOs, Coaster Fan 2105, Think Noodles, and a lot more. I used to watch a lot of MSTS videos. Well, for me, a lot of a few users I remember watching quite often was trying to think. I used to watch a lot of Connor and Friends, and I used to watch quite a bit of Dan TDM and Popular MMOs. I remember also used to watch binge watch I forgot. Dang. But I also used to watch like the Thomas Trackmaster videos. One in particular being Rama Fool. Man, Rama Fool is funny. It's a 15-foot signal. 4.5. Have you guys heard about the announcement that Reading 2100 will be running as another American train? Yes, I have, and they're doing that because of the next centennial event that's coming up. They want to pay homage to Reading 2101 because 2101 can't be restored because it's in really bad shape. Well, it can be. It's just they just don't want to restore it. I used to love Rama Fool's videos. Yeah, I think Rama Fool will make more videos soon. Yeah, he still makes videos every now and then, but he mostly makes like I think MS Paint videos, something like that. I still watch Rama Fool sometimes. Sometimes I like to look back at his old videos, but I do kind of miss some of his old videos that he took down. MSTS, Trainz, Flash Animation, Stop Motion, Thomas, Cars Mini, Cars, Diecast Reviews, Toontown, etc. Also, how's it going, NMW Productions? As a matter of fact, just a little bit ago, I was looking back at Tails and Harrison Rails. I don't know, I just felt like looking back at it. What about CNO 614? Well, 614, I know it's one of the choices for the next American Centennial train that they're trying to set up, but 614 is still owned by Ross Rowland, and he's trying to do everything he can to put the locomotive back into service. What is this to? 565. I'll put this at 485 instead. Put this one as 6 and 9. 100. And crud. What was it? I missed Trainz Rules and Rolls Diplopocus line. Oh yeah. Adult jokes with Thomas characters is even better. Yeah. 485. CNO 614 should be restored. I agree. I definitely agree. I love 614. But again, Ross Rowland just can't do anything about it right now. It still sits there at Clifton Forge, Virginia, because of the failed Greenbrier Presidential Express train that Ross Rowland tried to set up, but failed. It's been a decade since the episodes were taken down. I think the PRR 1223 should be restored. Yeah, in fact, as a matter of fact, I saw a post about 1223 the other day saying that apparently she has no proper adopter owner, so nobody. And like the Pennsylvania Rare Museum does this weird thing where like anybody can adopt one of the locomotives and they can maintain and clean it themselves apparently. And I joked with my grandparents about it, saying, "What if we adopted this?" Has anyone heard about 1361? Of course I have. I love 1361. Still there at Altoona. I know they're still trying to get her going. So far they're doing pretty good, as from what I heard. Add a wee bit of ballast right here. What if Jawtooth joined North Valley Stories? I don't know. Don't you look at me with those hepatitis eyes. Gordon scowled at Nicky Boy. It's funny because Nicholas used to compare himself and Gordon quite often. Is that crossing too close to the rails, or is that good enough? Port Ogden Rail Chronicles made a tribute to my series a while ago. Yeah, I saw that. Because I know Port Ogden was quite heavily inspired by Tales and Harrison Rails, along with the San Juan branch line. I heard a lot of things about San Juan branch line. I mean, I haven't watched it personally, but apparently there's a lot of things going on with it right now that... Because Allosaur Fan, the creator of Port Ogden Rail Chronicles, he made a post about what his series should collab with next. And the top voted was San Juan branch line. And then I saw a couple people comment on that saying about maybe it's not a good idea to do San Juan branch line. Oh, 2102. I hope 2100 gets restored. It's almost done. It's just right now 2100, per their last update, the 2100 still, I think 2100 needed boiler tubes, and the last update confirmed they're making it into American Freedom Train number 2500 or 250. I mean, not 2500. There we go. Guess that looks good. I forgot about Tales and Harrison Rails. What up? Yeah, what's up, Trainboy 5022? How's it going? I guess I have to remove these signals because they're kind of useless right there. Or no, I could just move them down here. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. I'll just move them. Come on, move. I mean, I do miss Tales and Harrison Rails, but I do understand why NMW Productions canceled it. I mean, it's his series, so he can do what he wants with it. I was just looking back at it a few times today. It was fun. I remember when Amtrak Guy 365 attempted to cross over with San Juan branch line. CC97, how's it going? Yeah, there seems like the series that tried to cross over with San Juan, either the crossover just didn't work at all, or like the San Juan people just did not want it at all. Yeah, that looks good. Signals can just be right here. And make the junction. Straighten. There we go. Tales and Harrison Rail is such a fun series. Thoughts on open rails? I don't know. I haven't done much about open rails. Who remembers when Bosher Studios actually rage quitted and said the N-word? I don't know about that. There we go. Whirring noises. Lenny from The Simpsons. Pfft. Yeah, that Gardic phone stream was chaotic. Move the junction back a little so I can make it look more straight. Okay, that looks... guess that's alright enough. Gotta move the signal up a bit. Let's see, spread it out a little more. And I'll move this signal up front a little. The Edels. My favorite series when I was probably Tales and Springfield Rails. Yeah. Tales and Springfield Rails. The way I can describe Tales and Springfield Rails is that it was just Rails of Ham Valley, but more of a fictional kind of base thing where, you know, a lot of Fallen Flags came together. You know, I have a bit of a hot take right here, but I feel like train series that are fictional are better than train series that try to be realistic, because you can easily put together more about a fictional series than you can do about a realistic series, in my opinion. And that's why I always say to a lot of people that North Valley is probably going to be better off than how I intended for Southeast Rail Stories to be. There was a video of him saying the N-word, and he said it was in the worst way possible to a blackface mallard. Pfft. Jeez. 70 to 555. And 11, 70, 555. 10 and 12, 70, 555. Let me move the bungalow back a bit. That looks good. There's not a lot of kissing from Tales of Springfield Railroad, yeah. Man, Tales of Springfield Railroad, it really got the harshest Rails of Ham Valley abuse, if you ask me. So how's the double tracking look to you guys? Is there something I need to fix, or is it good enough? I don't know, I mean, it looks good enough to me. Here, I'll put another track lubricator right over here. There we go. The oil sprayer. A guy hates cherries. Is this crossing a little too close to the rails? Or do I need to move it back a bit? I should probably move it back a bit. I probably need to move this crossing back a bit too. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to move this crossing back a bit. I'm going to move the gate like right there. Move the signal itself. right there. Get the ID tag, not the gate, the ID tag. Poor TUSR couldn't catch a break from certain Lemon's habit, yeah. ROH was a crap show, man. He only focused on Lily during the show, no doubt. And that seems to be a major problem with most train series now, is that a lot of them are just going to the Rails of Highland Valley direction. Just blatantly copying scripts. No credit given. Just like that. Looks good. Let me move this gate to be more like in the middle of the signal like that. There we go. That looks better. Floating tag, yep. Here, let me go and test this crossing. I'll put down just a regular caboose. Looks like it's running fine. There's the outer crossing over there. Rails of Highland Valley and Ben series were what got me in train series in the first place. Yeah, I mean, no doubt they made a lot of series. Rails of Highland Valley and TOSR did make a lot more series come out, but just seeing how it evolved, it just did not age well at all. Especially considering the direction Rails of Highland Valley is at now. Can move this signal right here, I guess. Let me just center up the lights a bit. So that looks good. I'll move it more back a bit. I think that works. It's nice far distance from the junction. Give the crew plenty of time to whatever. Or is that good enough distance, or should I move the signal back more a bit? When I started my series, Ben's train series went by a different name. Yeah, I remember 2SR was called something else. I forgot what. But I think it was called Trainz 12 Shorts. Man, it makes me think about how I ran so many different series, and how they just didn't really evolve too well. Especially Southeast Rail Stories. Like, I really did not like how Southeast Rail Stories was going. Engine A375, where are you sucks, you know, yeah. Well, my series had held the name since day one. Yeah. Let's see, I need to try something here. Gotta make sure like the signal will show the correct aspect. Well, it's not gonna show right there. Probably because it needs a locomotive. Yep, that's right. That's what it should be. Medium clear, or diverging clear, what NS would call it. When the Mohawk Highlanders was a thing, yeah, I remember that. See, I'll be honest here, the biggest mistake I made when I ran Southeast Rail Stories was the inconsistent stories made no sense, and yeah, the stories were inconsistent and it made no sense, and it was too Rails of Highland Valley influenced. just to name a couple things. That looks good. Or should these signals even be here? I don't know, I just like having them here just for scenery reasons, but whatever. I don't think it should matter. Did y'all know Lily had a brother? DLL Trainmaster noises. Delaware Lackawanna. And oh yeah, I was gonna do this. Had to change this crossing up here. Need to add backlights. Maybe. I don't know. Is that crossing too close to the rails too? Let me put down another caboose and activate it. Oh yeah, this is rail. The gate looks too close to the tracks to me. I don't even if I had a locomotive right there. I mean, it's not touching it, but still, it just looks too close to me. Alright, shut up. That means I have to move this whole mast back, and that includes the stop and red signal sign and the ID tag and the traffic light. Napoleon Dynamite YTTP, how's it going? Hadn't seen your streams in a long time. Yeah, I just finally get in the field just to go back into streaming. Technically, she has 235 brothers and sisters from Conrail alone. Yeah, that is true. Let's see. So I'll move the cantilever back to like here. Gate. Choose close to one engine in particular on Conrail. Jeez, that traffic light's rusty. I don't know, I've seen many preemption signals, but I don't know, I've never seen them that rusty. Oh well, detailing. Gotta love it. And the stop on red signal sign. Stop on red signal sign is a little tricky. Come on. That's good enough. Gotta love the detail, yep. I don't get enough time to make my vids anymore. I'm stuck on the final fight scene in my movie, but still underway. I promise it'll be hilarious though. I think her brother's number is 6154. You know, I remember when Norfolk Southern A375 was going to be somebody else in Railsheim Valley before Nicholas had to abruptly change her to Lily. All because of his spite that Lily was an Amtrak unit. There we go. Good enough? Yeah, that's good enough. I'm going to add a 2-track sign too. Well, that's a crossbuck. Sign. US 2 tracks. 2 tracks. Spinning around this way a little more. In my movie, I'm gonna put a twist on why he changed it. No, not the cantilever. Oh, whatever, that looks good enough. And I think on this signal I can just add it on. Let me see. If not, then I'll have to... Okay, no, I have to actually add it on. Needs to be a wee bit lower. Chartreuse rail fanning, how's it going? What are your thoughts on Japanese trains? I actually really like the Japanese railways. They're really cool. I mean, they may be a little repetitive because they're all just commuter trains, but you don't see very many commuter trains around here in the States. Well, maybe in like metro cities, but I live in a coastal city that doesn't have any trains at all, so. Speaking of which, apparently Myrtle Beach started a Polar Express thing when I didn't know about it till now. What makes me even more mad is I would go see it, but I have to work on the day it's supposed to go, and that's December 1st, and I have to work December 1st. Not really big in the Japanese trains, but I think they're cool. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean the Japanese Railways West, they do have a extremely shady management, but still, it's still cool to see Japanese trains. Like probably if I were to go internationally rail fan, I want to see Japan, Australia, and England railways the most, because those feel like they would be the coolest to see. I was in Japan last month. The Shinkansen ride's so smooth. Oh yeah, no doubt. Shinkansen's made for comfortability and speed. And I'm also really big into those Japanese crossings. I don't know, I just think the Japanese crossings are very, very interesting. Better than ever. New 1950 Mercury. See it at your Mercury dealers now. Do you guys want a Mercury? Especially a 1950 Mercury? The Polar Express in Whippany, New Jersey, did I pronounce that right? Is cool, but there's no steam. It's 2 diesels, an Alco, and an SW500. I want to see an Alco. I mean, I've seen Alcos when I was in Scranton, but, you know, I still like seeing operational Alcos. Sadly, I only went around Tokyo. I did get to ride a C61 lead train. Oh, that's cool. New Jersey has a lot of heritage units, oh yeah. For over 20 years, there's been talks about having a Japanese-style bullet train to link Dallas and Houston. Yeah, I remember a lot of those people talking about how there's going to be a Japanese train or some kind of train that runs from Alaska all the way to either Russia or Japan. But imagine that, underwater railroad. That'd be kind of funny. I think this is good. Yeah, I'll call it good for now. And you just make sure there's like nothing else I'm missing. So the siding's been extended, so this is now basically a super siding. I want to go to Japan, I'm jealous. Yeah, I want to go to Japan real badly too. Try to catch a C-11 tank engine, but the thing got cancelled because of pedestrian strike earlier. Oh, that sucks. It's called the Eurotunnel and Seeken Tunnel. That's cool. Man, imagine being a rail fan from like the 60s or 70s. Well, probably the 60s. And you just get to see the Flying Scotsman there at San Francisco, I think it was. Was it there at San Francisco? I think it was. The California Project, I forgot about that. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Classic. Look at these traffic lights. I don't know why I put them here. I just thought they looked cool. Yes, the 70s. I thought it was like 1969 or 1968, one of the two, that the Flying Scotsman was at San Francisco. Or am I thinking of when it was in either New York or New Jersey or whatever? I don't know. I all I know about the Flying Scotsman's tour of the U.S. is that apparently it didn't do so well. Because the guy who tried to arrange the tour in the States apparently had to use a lot of detours and stuff, and he wouldn't be, and he didn't pay back any of the railroads that he had to detour with. The California high-speed rail disaster. If I was a rail fan in 1969, I would definitely try to catch the Scotsman going through Georgia. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, the Flying Scotsman went to the States and it went to Australia, I believe. I don't know if it went anywhere else. Those are the only places I know it went to, is the States and Australia. What are your thoughts on subway trains? I mean, they're there for a reason. I like subway trains. I hate that Amtrak put so much money in the Northeast Corridor that they can't fork out a few millions to return the train to Phoenix. Well, I guess there's just no real service that they can serve. Northeast Corridor is good and all, but I question the lack of maintenance on the Bristol station. Oh yeah, I'm making a Totally Cannon Rails High Valley episode where Tornado comes to the United States. He gets captured by Anna A375. Yeah, the Tornado. Yeah, the newest, I believe it's the newest British-built steam locomotive, built in 2008, was it? 2008, 2009? Or it was completed in 2008, 2009. And for a time, it held a record for being the newest steam locomotive, but doesn't anymore. Because then I forgot what it was. Shoot. Not the Pennsylvania 5550, because it's not completed yet, but I'm talking about like that little custom-built 440, I think it is, that operates there in Pennsylvania somewhere. Because that thing was built in 2013, I believe. I wish Amtrak can bring back the Desert Wind and Pioneer. Amtrak serves Maricopa, a tiny town in the middle of the desert. That's its Phoenix connection. Yeah. I don't know why Amtrak just really had to cut out a lot of service, but I guess they just didn't find any much paying passengers for those service routes. But I think it would be cool if Amtrak started service to Myrtle Beach, because they can do it like how they do in Miami, Florida. Or was it Miami? Am I thinking Miami or am I thinking something else? I forgot. Or is it Jacksonville? I don't know. I keep forgetting all this crap. Save. Version 35. Save. Now, let's go on the city country route. I don't know, I just feel like going on city and country. Steam into history. Huh. I wish Amtrak could bring back the Floridian and Champion. Yeah. New Jersey Transit decided to order the ACS 64 so they can get rid of the ALP 46s. Yeah. It's bound to happen. Not everything can last forever anyways. For Phoenix, they were the only one using the Southern Pacific's Welton sub. Then the Southern Pacific got absorbed in Union Pacific, and UP was not willing to keep the line intact for trains it doesn't use. Thus, Amtrak rerouted down to the Maine. Did Amtrak run the service called Northeast Direct? I forgot. Thomas the Tank Engine Blues Clues fan 2023. How's it going? Welcome. What is your favorite Amtrak locomotive? Like for you guys, what's your favorite Amtrak locomotive? I heard that UP is planning to open an intermodal terminal at Phoenix. I mean, that'll be profitable. Yep, here we are in the City and Country route, the edited version of the route that I did myself. Changed a lot of the changed the rails, changed the bridges, changed the signals. Try to make it look more cleaned up, more modern trains-ish. Not only that the ACS 64, the NGT got delivered, it's on Twitter. I've never heard of that. Then again, I've been so out of it lately. The F40PH. The F40PH B32-8. Those are good choices. I mean, I like the F40PH. My favorite Amtrak locomotive is probably for me, my favorite Amtrak locomotive, for as much of a failure it was, it's probably the SDP40F. I don't know, I just really like the concept for the SDP40F. Trying to convert a SD40 to like be for passenger runs. Like this. Easy as pie, the FP9. F59 PHI and P42 DC. You can cross Japan within a day by train. Every little town has some kind of rail connection. It's not fair. It's probably because Japan really has to rely on the rail system because a lot of the roads are very cramped and very tight. So they still have to use like the rail system on a very, very, very strict schedule. So let's run something Santa Fe. Actually, no. TOHR identifies. Yeah, I forgot the City and Country route was I think the main route used for Tellson Harrison rails. I don't get why the regular version of the City and Country route, they just don't have this little branch line section here. But whatever. They have to always import fuel. Yeah, that's why like most of Japan's railways are electric, so they don't have to get fuel 24/7. Does anyone have a favorite airplane? I'm not really an aviation person. I like the SDP-40S as well as they are based on the FP45. Yeah, they have the cowling for the FP45, but but they have like overall parts and prime movers and whatnot from SD40s. Speaking of imports, I'm on a bunch of Tomicas to sell them off here, really. What's your favorite ocean liner? My favorite ocean liner? Probably the Ile-de-France, the SS Ile-de-France, because it's so cool with the history about it, and it served World War II alongside the Aquitania. But aside from the Ile-de-France, probably the Lusitania, honestly, because I really like the Lusitania. Tiny dwarf signal. Favorite ocean liner is the Britannic. Yeah, the Britannic, it would have definitely been a success for a White Star Line if she survived World War I, but she didn't, sadly. I like the Olympic. Let's see, what should we run? Let's do a Santa Fe passenger train with a F7. Should I use this F7? I don't know how Journey Rail did this. Like, they just had like the super shiny like script on these things. Or actually, let's run the Santa passenger train with this. And baggage, post office, coach, sleeper, dome, diner, coach, and observation car. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Steve is 3 years older than Lexi. I never knew the Lusitania had encountered Rogue Wave. Yeah, if you were to look at pictures of Lusitania, like after I think 1910 or something like that, you can see there's like bridge damage on her. That's from a Rogue Wave that she struck head on. Super Chief, Texas Chief. I don't know the exact concepts for the Super Chief though. I'm just gonna run this, just a basic passenger train with a FP45. Let's set the route to go this way. Headlight on. Cab. You know, let's make this more interesting. Let's throw this in realistic mode so I can operate in the cab. There we go. Throw into realistic mode. Well, they have the same wheel arrangement, yeah. Steve and Lexi. Yeah, they're both 484s. Let's see, let's forward. And pour some sand on, because what the heck. And I like how Journey Rail added this. They added like where you can turn on or off the Mars light. I really like the Mars light. It says OSC light. I'm not sure what that's for. Right here, if I switch it to here, this should just turn on the gyro light. Pretty much at NS right now for the new OCS units. What, the SD60Es? Yeah, see, this is how they used to do it. Like, basically, for like the -2s, this is like how you had to do it back then. Like, yeah, basically, it's like, say, like shifting a locomotive into gear. I believe each gear is like more powerful than the other. But if you were to switch it back, then it's for dynamic brakes. There are different kinds of 484s, Steve being a GS4, Lexi being an FEF, yeah. Lately I've been going through my old catches and I found some, like an NSF C4-AW, that's cool. Alright, let's go and depart. Brake. Green class lights? Oh no, let's make them white. No, NS ordered some chargers for the OCS now. They did? I didn't hear about that. If they did, then I'm pretty sure NS-9 would have made a post about it. Throttle down a bit. Let's keep throttling up so we can go to track speed. I actually bought 3 FP45s from Jordan World's Black Friday sale. That's cool. I really like the Warbonnet F45s, FP45s. Yeah, I can hear the crossing. Wigwags. Trinity Railway Express in Dallas is supposedly thinking about getting chargers. Flashing yellow, anyone? Let's open that up. Actually, no, I'm not. Nah, they need C6Ms. Pfft. School bus. Woohoo! Let's throttle up. Man, I really like listening to the 20-cylinder 645s. You can note the signal arrangement right here that the mass signal is a doll arm signal. So the doll arm signal really protects the second track. The dwarf signal is protecting the track we're on. See, doll arm signal. I really like doll arms. I actually saw one when I was chasing the CSX Santa train. Approaching another crossing. I hate front runner. Front runner. Did you hear that Napa Valley wine train scrapped the engines of its FPA4s to get two new Tier 4s? Yeah, I heard they got Tier 4s, but they didn't scrap the Alcos. They're keeping the Alcos for standby, I think. That's what I heard. Green. How's the band going? I'm going to... I wish I could say it's going good, but it's, I mean, well, we didn't really form much anyways. So I'm going to be more of a solo artist right now. They retired the Comet coaches last year. Really. The railroad is useless. What's the point of having a Comet coach on your double-decker train? The locomotive's engine was scrapped. The shell remains. Really. Frontrunner did something good. Red and green. Yeah. I swear, searchlight signals always look like eyeballs when you look right at them. It's cheaper than buying the new Bombardier runs. Last week I stumbled upon an old steel bell on an abandoned railroad. Oh, that's cool. Semaphores always look like trees. Not really. AJ Land, how's it going? Here we go, Notch 8. Notch 8. wish New Jersey Transit didn't spend so much money on a worthless project for new bi-levels. Really. Our stops up here at Blue Sky. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? K&L Trainz UP844. I remember, actually, I remember K&L said they were gonna make UP844, and they actually had it on their projects page, but for some reason they just didn't do it. They just took it down for some reason. Let's move up a little more. Trainz Forge already made 844. Yeah, they did, and I think what's it? NARM also made 844, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. I thought they did. And stop. Yippee, we made it. Made it to Blue Sky. I really like the FP45. There we go. Alright, let me read through these. I would like Joiner Rail to make some ATSF 4 axle power. Yeah. K&L Central Georgia Big Apples. Oh, that would be cool. If Nicholas owned New Jersey Transit, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna name you Lily. Where are you gonna go? Oh, psst. Gonna make a series on Daylight 4449. Oh yeah. I once had a joke idea of buying a P42 DC and 190 upon his retirement, giving a nameplate pride bearing Lily on it, then donate it to Arizona Railway Museum. Pfft, that'd be funny. FP45 is kind of underrated. Yeah, it gets outshined by the likes of like the F units and other like F units and whatnot. Because technically the F45 is still an F unit if you think about it. It's still a part of the F series. Just like the F40PH, F7s, F3s, F9s. He's right next to an outhouse. He's right next to the outhouse. He's right next to the outhouse. Make sure he doesn't get in, or else that will happen. If I had the money, I would definitely commission K&L to make the big apples. Yeah. In the series, there'll be A44 and 4014 as side characters. Yeah. Hey guys, this is Alan Smith. Let's see. SP. What's a passenger train you would like to have ridden in back then? The Pennsylvania Broadway Limited, New York Central 20th Century Limited, the Southern Pacific Daylight, or the Coast, whatever it was. I think it was called the Daylight, or the City in San Francisco, or the Santa Fe Super Chief. What's a train you would like to ride in? Hotel? Trivago. Yep, classic joke. If you think about the F7 and F125 are related, yeah, that exactly. The F125 is part of the F series. Hmm. 20th Century and the Congressional. Broadway Limited, 20th Century Limited, and Crescent. I mean, technically, Crescent's still around, and I've actually ridden into Crescent before, but it's not the same as it was, but obviously. You know, let's do this. I'm going to set up the Southern Pacific Daylight. Daylight. Let's do this. 44:52. Those who know, they know. See, I think I have the daylight cars. Yes, I do. I thought there was a consist for it. I guess not. I don't even know what the correct order is supposed to be in this, but I'm just going to throw them together. Parlor. Observation. Ah, whatever, that'll work. We're going to throw this back into this mode. It's the ugly EMD song I want to sing all day long, up and down the Surfliner. Some random F-125 for my series. I've ridden on the Crescent as recent as last year. Spent 8 days railfane in Pennsylvania and Maryland. Oh, that's fun. Ponca de Leon and Royal Palm. Yep, Steve from Tales and Harrison Rails. We're gonna run the. I guess I'll just run a short little Coast Daylight consist around here. Let me just make sure the tracks are set. There goes cows. Right into the yard. Make a turn here, and there, and there. Okay, let's do this. Daylight sending Alan Smith to Brazil. Daylight sending Alan Smith to Brazil. Old house. Egad Striff. In my series, there's going to be an episode where the main character Aaron races to an airplane to Telluride. Oh, that's fun. I have absolutely no doubt that the Southern Pacific GS4s, GS6s, and GS2s were probably like the most gorgeous locomotives you would have ever seen back then. Like, absolutely no doubt. And I heard the Central Georgia Big Apples were kind of modeled off the GS4s and or kind of modeled off the GS2s as well. Don't send them to Brazil. They have tunnel motors and outgoes there. Yeah, and Peru still runs C39-8s and C30-7s. E-Drag Swifty. Send them to a country that has no rail connection. Egg Egg. Oh yeah, I just now remember that the about that one time UP844 and 4449 raced in the Cajon. Or was it Cajon? Or was it Mojave? I think it was Cajon. Imagine being a rail fan and witnessing that. That one of a kind, like once in a lifetime kind of deal. That would have been so cool to watch. My character Daylight would basically somewhere in her 80s, or she would still look like a grown adult. I wish I could ride the train through Yusu Pass. The line closed in the late 90s when New Shinkansen was built. Huh. And off and away he goes. Just like that. Tails and Harrison Rails had an MT4 named Peter. Yeah, it was Peter. It's probably my favorite episode, for Pete's sake. That was a fun episode. Oh, hush. Thank you. Crossing decided to go off again. You also get that feeling when you catch stuff that's about to be retired. Yeah. And that's the other thing I taught myself, is that, you know, even the NSC 6Ns, for as common as they are, just catch them as much as you can, because, you know, one day they're going to be retired too. When you catch a train hitting a truck, honestly, if I caught a train hitting a truck, I'll probably be, I don't know, because I've witnessed several times where, like, cars were almost hit by a train, and the few times I did, I would run up to the car, or run to the car to try and get them out of the way, but then they'll move out of the way last second. It could be a little traumatizing for some, but oh well. Yay, C6M. This. Yeah, I've even learned to tell myself that even catch a C6M as much as you can, because, you know, one day they'll be retired too. Well, anything you see will be retired. Even CSX is already planning to retire the DC GEVOs. Daylight sends Alan Smith to the spirit realm. For me, I was amazed when I caught it. Here, let's do this. Can anyone tell me anything about the Southern Pacific Lark paint? I'm trying to look up stuff about it. I can't find anything about the Lark paint. It just looks like a gray version of Daylight to me. Does anyone tell me about this? The Lark? Because I can't figure out much about the Lark. In Japan, cutting the first car off an EMU and putting it on static display counts as preservation. I mean, that's pretty much what preservation is. Going to C6M on BNSF Intermodal earlier this month. Because trains are machines, and over time they wear out. Exactly. Especially with, like, diesel motors and stuff. Diesel motors can wear out eventually. It's like having a car. Like, after you get over a certain amount of miles, the car's engine start giving up. Night Express service. Someone watch a black and white movie and forgot to colorize it. That's the way to put it. Yeah, Night Express service makes sense. For some reason, I really like the way the GS4s look in War Baby paint. I really like the way they look in the War Baby paint. Don't know why, I just do. Just completely black for nothing else. Nobody really talks about the GS8s much, and the GS8s are like, I believe from Cotton Belt, or the same, or like the Cotton Belt, whatever it's called. Cotton Belt L1, yeah, the L1s. There's no full chicanes preserved. The best one is about 3 cars of a 0 series in a museum. Looks like someone. Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah. Let's see. Crescent. I really like the way the Crescent Limited paint is. You know, and like the logo is actually that of like a crescent moon. That's cool. Jason from North Valley is in the War Baby paint. Yeah, he is. Here, I'll actually get him out. MVS Jason. There he is. Here he is. I actually did do some edits for Jason. I changed his whistle smoke script. I changed his engine sounds. Green is so hard to fight on steam engines. My favorite locomotive, the PS4, yep. North Valley is 4,431 times better than Rosenheim Valley, no doubt. I mean, honestly, anything will be better than Rosenheim Valley at this point, honestly. Crescent Limited Daylight. Pfft. How's the custom AC models? I didn't get them yet because I had to clear some space on Trainz to put them in because my computer already has weak enough memory as it is from all this stuff I have on Trainz. But I really like the cab forwards. I would like to have a cab forward, you know. Tells them Metro Rail is worse somehow. Oh yeah. Here, let's go on a different route. Let's go on to the route I just edited. Before you ask, yes, I saved all the episodes. Pfft. You should just do a video of yourself, like, reviewing each episode and, like, pointing out everything, like how GWR Studios did the goof videos. You should just do videos of you doing that. Based on Seaboard, remember that. Seems like nobody talks about the Seaboard steam locomotives, probably because there's hardly any preserved. The only one I could think of being Seaboard Airline 544 at North Carolina Transportation Museum. Here, let's run Hilda? Maybe. Probably. Nah. Let's run... Does the AC malls look like in Tane? I didn't put them in yet, once again. But are they supposed to work for Trainz New Era? Skeleton Daylight. Run Matt. Okay, let's run Matt. Matt. I'm gonna put him without his streamlining because I've actually recently learned that the P4Bs, which is what Matt is, P4B, didn't come with the streamlining over casings. And I'm gonna have like a thing where like maybe instead, when Matt still had like the streamlining thing over top of him like that, it's because he was in the works for a overhaul because he shattered his piston. He probably had his streamlining removed. Let's run him with an excursion. Or actually, how about this? Let's have him double head with Let's have him double head with Jason. And yes, Matt's gonna hate this because he likes working by himself with nobody else. Tales of Metro Railroad made by a rail high value variable is so poorly made. I don't have a Shinkansen model, so. And let's go to the crossing. Matt meets 2102. Pfft. Matt met 2102. That would be interesting. I hate to say it, but the Northern Valley episode was somewhat predictable. Yeah, predictable, but I'm trying. Like, I'm trying. Admittingly, I'm not really completely satisfied with North Valley episode 2. Mostly because I rushed on it, because I really just wanted to get it out. I was sick of putting it aside for so long, I wanted to get it out. What would happen if Matt met Nick? Oh man. Actually, that's a good question. Matt always goes by his own kind of deal. So, he kind of boasts about himself, saying he needs no help from nobody. So. But yeah, that's the thing I didn't like about episode 2 is that I kind of rushed with its production. And again, admittingly, it's because I just really wanted to get it out and I was sick of putting it aside for too long. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Shigeru Miyamoto. Yeah, that's a quote to remember by. Yeah, I really learned to just, take your time. And just take your time. Universal or Disney? Universal. I'm not a fan of Disney at all. Good Times Entertainment. Okay, sorry if I went silent there. I was just trying to focus on this. There we go. were the routes for North Valley all custom made, or were they from their Trainz website? So the route you're seeing here is custom made. Like most are like the few of the routes are custom made, but the main route, which is Kickstarter County, is built into Trainz New Era, and the Hazard, Kentucky route that I use for Hazard, that's from the Erecting Hall. And the only reason I use such little routes is because I'm very limited on my computer space and whatnot, and I'd rather focus on just these routes because it makes it easier for filming to me. Consider getting Trainz 2019? No, not really. I just kind of want to stick with Trainz New Era, honestly. Speaking of that, I watched the 1998 Rudolph movie because my friend in Dallas is obsessed with that movie. I'll just say that I respect his opinion. DreamWorks Matt movie? Pfft. Man, imagine if Matt was in DreamWorks. That would be chaos. Like, utter chaos. Let's see. Made up my mind that I'm using Trainz 2019 for MRS. Yeah. I don't know, I just kind of want to stick with Trainz New Era. Disney Pixar presents North Valley Shortline. Disney Pixar presents Horizon Highland Valley. Man. Hey, GCR Productions. How's it going? Me and my college buddies are currently driving down back roads jamming to Metallica. Man, I want to do that. Alright, now we're in Grand Trunk 6 chime noises. Psst. I wish she can be with you, but I be jamming to Eurobeat. Goofy Ruby Gilman and Daylight Matt. Disney Pixar's Ace. Disney Pixar's SD70 Ace? I don't know. That's why I'm so glad that the Mario movie's not a Disney movie. Because knowing Disney, they would have butchered the heck out of it. Shrek meets Billy and Daylight. The B movie X Rosenheim Valley. Pfft. Wow. I just noticed how Matt's actually shorter than Jason. It's kind of funny. I like how, I don't know, it looks kind of funny that Matt's shorter than Jason to me. I don't know why. Roseheim Valley meets My Little Pony. Psst. This is getting edgy. This is getting edgy. Ah, yes. Whew. He did say in his shorts he hates My Little Pony, so that'll be even more hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. Brave, Locomotive, and Railsheim Valley. Edgy, I like that. Who do you think was the worst Disney CEO? Bob Chapek or Bob Iger? I don't know. I don't know about either of them. No, Railsheim Valley meets my middle school stories. Oh, my girlfriend's here, hippie guitarist. Easy, Chapek. Barry and Railsheim Valley be like, smells like nothing but smells like nothing but BO in here. Based on what? Railsheim Valley, the chlamydia outbreak. Disney's the full buccaneers. Yep. Speaking of that, would it be okay if to make Nicholas Invades North Valley Shoreline grounded? Yeah, go ahead, I guess. You do not want to know what I wrote in middle school. Ground sis. How's it going? It's going great. It's going real good. Oh yeah, there's Mr. Harrison from Mid-Michigan Rail Stories. And his son, Anthony. Why does bro look like he's just done with life? I don't know. Just his face looks so funny. Like he looks like he's giving that face. Nick in Railsheim Valley looks like a garbage dump. Barry in Railsheim Valley smells like beer in here. Nicholas gets sent to Russia by daylight in Puss in Boots. Psst. Favorite place to rail fan outside of Spartanburg? Probably Greer. Either Greer, there's some places in Kentucky I like. Barry and Eddie send Nicholas to the scrapyard. Lol. Oh man. Train. And I guess we'll go straight to Torture Crossing, which is right here. Torture Crossing. I remember asking GCR Productions several times, just him play as Old Man Kraken, so he just does a crossing tour, Torture Crossing. It's still crazy that El Bozo Daniel asked me for a rapid model of Avril. Who even is Avril whatever that's pronounced? In Japan, there was a huge meme where a cyclist accidentally photobombed a bunch of rail fans who were filming this rare test run. They shouted curse words at him. Man, imagine man, not even Japan is safe from foamers. 'Cause foamers will yell swears at anybody. There are legends of These are the legends of Kung Fu Panda. Bah. Martin and MRS in Resheim Valley. It's a schizo series. Schizo series. Danaya kidnaps Avril Living, gets grounded. Have you ever heard a YouTube songwriter called the Toilet Bowl Cleaners? Yes, I have. Look up Inoden Bicycle Bro. Yeah, I'll look that up after the stream. Has anyone actually ever noticed I put a BN trailer right there? I was just listening to them. Fun. Let's listen to a defect detector. I had the defect detector thing set to low, so it has a low chance giving a hotbox alert.
Detector, milepost 98.2, no defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 7.2. Length of train 1325. Train speed 37 mph. Detector out.
Detector out. Alright. Let me look through these. Is there a character that you wanted to add to North Valley but couldn't because the model wasn't made for Trainz? No, all the models that I had are just the bases I mostly used. Just the models I already had. Former Studios presents Former City. Pfft, BN trailer. Tell me a story on how you first heard the Toilet Bowl Cleaners. Yeah, you showed me them. You showed me them. I forgot what song it was, but you showed me them. Reading 2100 vomits on Alan Smith. Rip. Basically, a cyclist owns a taco restaurant in that town. He became a hit, and now he sells shirts based off it. I bought one. Oh, really? What route do you want to see made in Trainz? Probably, a route I want to see made in Trainz. Probably the CSX Big Sandy subdivision, where it runs there through Kentucky and whatnot, where the Santa train runs. Hillbilly Jones and Eggy. Here, I'll put down a Reading 2102 right here. Well, that's 2124, but 2102. There you go. Yep, 2102. I like 2102. I like the T1s. They're cool. Hillbilly Jones and Eggy. My boy, I tell you what, Richard, I got some good stuff to sell you right now today. Yeehaw! Let's see. There's so many things I have on Trainz I just don't use. Oh, well, I just keep them anyways just because of collection reasons, but... Olympic. I love 2102. Yeah, I like 2102 as well. I want to go see it. I would have went to see it but I didn't have a chance to. Let's see. Bunch of train masters right here. I want to see Eggy again. Okay. Egg. Liner. There. It looks fun to ride still. I plan for Martin to be one of the few engines that goes through what Hillbilly Jones sells. Santa Fe GP30 noises. I want to go see UP 4014 one day. Yeah. Egg. Comically loud bell. The Little Chief. I still can't believe they sampled the horn sound off of I think it's seal screaming. It's eggy like old tomato. Everyone spams eggs in chat when yeah. Except when like Wade, the eggy was literally just built by Hillbilly Jones. Eggy's a she. Yeah, I can just imagine it. Just Hillbilly Jones just jumps into Eggy and just drives off, like full on drives off just like that. Illinois Central. Let's see here. Would you drive 21 and 2 for $1 million? If I could. No. Well, here's Wade. Yep. Wade. Let's see. Here's Lady. I don't know, I just decided to download Lady from, I think, Shuttle Workshops, I think. Why not? You know, what kind of, I don't know, what kind of gets me quite, I don't know why I think it's always so funny, but what quite gets me is that you see in, like, Thomas the Magic Railroad, like, both Lady and Thomas do look pretty decently sized, but you actually put Lady and say, if I get out Carrie right here, you just see how much Carrie towers over Lady. I just don't know why. I just find it so freaking funny. You just see that. I don't know why. It's just so funny to me. Speaking of Carrie, she's scheduled for something that I'm gonna keep a surprise for now. Tomato. Tomatoes. Let's see. How's work on North Valley episode 3? It's getting there. I mean, the script's almost done from edits. I'm just making some touch-ups to it. And then once it's done, I'll probably start sending out lines. Egg and tomatoes. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and have the stream end here because I'm gonna go do something else. So, it's fun to stream again, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Coast